You've probably heard the phrase statute of limitations on every legal drama ever. But if you're actually dealing with a legal issue in Illinois, it's not just a plot point, it is a ticking clock. If you miss your deadline by even one day, your case is usually over before it starts. Today, we're breaking down the essential deadlines for both civil and criminal cases in the Prairie State.
Part 1. What is a statute of limitations?
In simple terms, a statute of limitations is the time limit for someone to file a lawsuit or for the state to charge you with a crime.
Why does it exist?
To make sure trials happen while evidence is fresh and witnesses still remember what happened. In Illinois, these limits are set by the state legislature, and they vary wildly depending on what happened.
Part 2. Civil cases, lawsuits.
Most of us encounter these deadlines when we're thinking about suing someone for money or damages. Here are the big ones in Illinois.
Personal injury, car accidents, slip and falls.
2 years.
If you're suing a local government, like the city of Chicago, that clock drops to just 1 year.
Property damage.
5 years.
Written contracts.
10 years.
One of the longest in the country. Oral contracts.
5 years.
Medical malpractice. Generally 2 years from when you discovered the injury, but with a statute of repose that cuts everything off at 4 years, regardless of when you found out.
Defamation.
Libel, slander. 1 year. A quick tip: the clock usually starts on the day the incident happened, but there is something called the discovery rule. If you couldn't have reasonably known you were injured right away, the clock might not start until you actually discover the harm.
Part 3. Criminal cases, prosecution. What about the criminal side?
If the state of Illinois wants to charge someone with a crime, they have a window of time to do it. Misdemeanors, 18 months, 1.5 years. Most felonies.
3 years.
But wait. Some crimes are so serious that the clock never runs out. Murder and manslaughter. Arson, forgery. Certain sexual assaults.
Recent changes in Illinois law have removed or greatly extended these limits.
Part 4. Can the clock stop? Tolling.
Can the clock ever stop?
Yes. This is called tolling. In Illinois, the clock might pause if the victim is a minor. Usually, the clock doesn't start until they turn 18. The defendant is on the lam. If the person who committed the crime or caused the injury leaves the state to avoid a lawsuit, the clock might pause while they're gone. Fraudulent concealment. If someone actively hides their wrongdoing from you, a judge might pause the clock.
Part 5. The Statute of Repose. Warning.
Don't confuse a statute of limitations with a statute of repose. A statute of repose is an absolute deadline. For example, in Illinois construction cases, you generally can't sue a contractor more than 10 years after the work was done, even if the building falls down in year 11. it's a hard stop regardless of when the injury happened. The biggest takeaway? Laws change, and every case has unique details that could change these deadlines. If you think you have a claim, do not wait. Call the law offices of Mitch Furman immediately to protect your rights. If this breakdown was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more legal deep dives. Have a question about a specific Illinois law? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, know your laws and make informed decisions.